Welcome to episode 1 of the Wheel of Whatever.
Episode 0.
Wow. Well, episode 0. This is just a practice podcast. But today, I am joined by my good friend, Luke Finley.
That's
my name
me.
is Robert Long, and our guest today is our editor,
Hi.
Mackenzie, what is it? Cook, right?
Cook.
Anyways, since today we do not actually have the wheel,
Yeah.
we don't have that yet. So
We're just going to be talking about random stuff.
we're just
But,
going to ask Mackenzie what she's into. Anyways,
All
Mackenzie, so what are you into?
Robotics.
Robotics. Tell me more.
So I am on the Ignite Robotics team called PodCast.
Oh, really?
We are a varsity robotics team. We build robots that weigh around 120 pounds and then compete in competitions on basketball courts with like different field elements on them and stuff.
Your big competition happens once a year, correct?
We actually go to 2 big competitions a year. They have about 50 teams in them. There's normally upwards of, I think, like 2,000 people there. And we go to 2 every year now. Last year we went to Huntsville, Alabama, and we also went to, what was the other one we went to? I think it was Springfield, Ohio. I'm not quite sure about that though.
That's pretty nice.
Oh,
So you get
and we went to the
travel for
World Competition last year as well in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So,
So you get to do a lot of traveling.
Yeah. We are also leaving this Saturday for the Louisville Maker Faire. Well, we're leaving on Friday for the Louisville Maker Faire, which is on Saturday.
And what are you doing there?
So we'll be showing off our robot and so we have 2 robots right now. We have our competition robot and our demo robot.
The
We'll be
demo
bringing
robot
those.
shoots tennis balls, correct?
It shoots stress balls now because we don't like hitting children on the head with tennis balls.
I remember I was driving it at the last Maker's Fair just for like a demo, and I shot one across the gym.
Yeah, we got in trouble for that.
Oh,
Yay! And I didn't. Good for you.
Right.
No,
and
and then also, up and coming in a month, we will be going to 2 scrimmage competitions as well.
Oh, really? What's
Yes.
happening on those?
They're basically normal competitions, just slightly smaller with, like, less teams, and it's not quite the same level of competitiveness. It's more like fun, get the new members adjusted to this is how the team is run.
So it's like a, what would you call it?
It's like a scrimmage basketball game, but for robotics.
Yeah, that's what I was going for there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you make these robots, right? And you make them with the team, right?
Yeah.
So what do some of them? What do some of them do?
So one of my favorite robots that we did really well on that year was a tote stacking robot. So we had these tote boxes, and we would stack them about 10 feet high, and then we would put a recycling bin on top and a pool noodle in a recycling bin.
A very creative concept.
That was one of the competitions called Recycle Rush.
Wait, so do you have to get the pool bottle? What's the pool noodle for?
The pool noodle was just like extra points.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
It was not.
Like
It wasn't one of the recycling bins. It was like one of the recycling cans with like a lid on the top with a hole in the middle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and so you put the pool noodle in.
I'm assuming that you get the criteria for the robot at the beginning of the year, and then you build it and the competitions at the end.
So what happens is every year, so we get our challenge release in January, and then we figure out what we need to do for that year. We figure out the criteria. There is a handbook of rules that is 200 pages long, and they make rule updates every week.
Of course they do.
Every week.
Oh yeah, sometimes more than twice a week.
Are they intense rules? Do they add rules or do they just tweak them?
They add rules sometimes if they find there's an issue. There's a team over here that they also have a question area where you can ask a question and it will be answered. So if there's a question about one of the rules, if one of the rules comes into question by a team and they found a loophole around it, they'll change the rule to make there not be a loophole.
Okay, so basically it's just eliminating loopholes and adding things that make it more fair.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh.
Okay. That
So,
makes more sense.
About the names, these are some interesting names. Where did PodCast come from?
So originally we were a Ryle High School robotics team at the very beginning, and then we expanded to a Boone County-wide team, and now we're an Ignite team. But when we transferred to a Boone County team, we realized we couldn't be the Ryle Raiders anymore for obvious reasons. And so we looked at our team number, and it's 3814, and we realized if we subset the 8, it looks like a decimal point, so we would get 3.14, which is pi.
I see. So,
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Pi.
Oh, speaking of which, yeah, I was on the Pibotics team for like 2 weeks and then quit. Yeah.
He did not quit because he didn't like the team, he quit because he had other things going on.
So, actually, while I was there, I made an animation for them for their open house. And I recently found out they're still using this animation a year later.
It is a very good animation. What can we say?
Well,
we appreciate his work.
That is actually a perfect segue to what we should talk about next, which is why we are all here at Ignite Institute. So, Mackenzie, since you're the guest, why don't you start us off? Why are you here?
Okay, so I have been doing graphic design since I was in 5th grade. And before Ignite was even a thing, I knew I wanted to go to the design academy in Boone County. So once it came over to Ignite, it was just kind of like a perfect blend. Like, I can just transfer from my home school to Ignite and have that, like, all perfectly line up because I've really been into graphic design since, like, forever.
That's pretty sick.
Right? Luke, why are you here in Ignite Institute?
I already mentioned I'm really into animation. I've been into animation since I was 13, whatever grade that was. I think it was either late 6th or early 7th. And, I mean, YouTube tutorials for 3D animation is not really helpful for me. Like, I've followed tutorials, but it doesn't help me learn anything.
Yeah, same
So I
here.
basically taught myself everything I know about Blender. And of course I've had to follow tutorials about certain things, just because I'm confused. I never remember those things. I've taught myself everything, and ever since I found out this Ignite Academy came into existence, I was like, this is a way for me to get hands-on and learn things from a teacher, someone who can answer my questions and help me learn things.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
And I'm also kind of different from Mackenzie. She went to the academies, correct, Mackenzie?
I did not go to the academies.
Oh, so you didn't go to the academies.
No, I was originally the Boone County Design College Academy was for juniors and seniors. So as a freshman, I wasn't eligible.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I know a lot of kids that go here went to the academies, and even if they didn't, they took accelerated classes, which I assume you did, and if you didn't, I mean, good for you. But, like, for me, it's way different, because I went...
Yep.
It doesn't have the best reputation, especially when it comes to an educational standpoint. Don't get me wrong, it's a good school. Like, my teachers were amazing. They definitely helped a lot in school. Like, in specific, my math and English teacher from last year were very nice, helped me through a lot of things that I was confused with. But I've never taken an accelerated class before. So I went from normal freshman classes to accelerated high school class plus I think it's all accelerated other classes. So it's a very big jump for me. I don't know about like YouTube, but this is kind of weird for me being in accelerated classes. Because normally I've always, well, not always, past few years I've been the smart kid in class that everyone went to for answers. Now it's the exact opposite. No one wants answers from anyone else.
We're just a bunch of smart kids who don't need answers from each other because we have them ourselves.
Pretty much. Well, what about you, Robert? You haven't answered anything yet. Why are you here?
So, since the age that I could pick up a pencil, I have been drawing and doing graphic design and all that. But I've had in the simplest terms, a poor life. I've never done anything with the laptops I see you guys doing. So this is all insanely freaky to me, especially when I got here and I saw people with drawing pads and stuff. God, that is just so cool to me. And when I got here, I didn't really know what I was going in for. I was very confused, and just went through the motions. And I realized soon after I got here that I have opportunities that I've never had before. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of the school. And so I got to thinking of things that I'm good at. And so I remembered a time back when I was in elementary school / middle school. I was always really good at directing people and writing scripts and, getting people to do things properly to fit an image that I saw in my head, right? So I was like, wow, that sounds like I should be some sort of director. So I put that on my list. Plan A, director. And then, a lot of people have come to me and told me that I have a soothing voice, I have a nice voice, and I can do plenty of impressions, and I've made my own. So I was like, I was just thinking, hey, maybe I should be a voice actor as well. Maybe do one or two, maybe do both. Boom, plan B. But if all else fails and nothing really works out in that direction, I could always just fall back on my art ability and design logos for businesses and make bank on that.
You'd have to go to a separate school for that, but still,
yeah, definitely.
all of the opportunities that come with the school is insane too.
Absolutely
Yeah.
insane. I
There
never. could
are
have
so many
dreamed that.
opportunities here.
Graduate with an associate's degree, that's pretty
I
insane.
will be graduating with my associate's degree.
I'm hoping to do the same, but the way our history
See, there's
class
no
is
hoping
going-
in that for me. I definitely am.
Yeah, I might have to do some extra history work over the summer.
Yeah, but to say, if I don't care if I have to do extra classes, I'm graduating with that associate's degree, man.
Yeah,
Because
pretty much.
I've never been like the type of student to like love school for what it is. I've been the type of student to like go to school for my friends, and so I've never really like done very much extra with schoolwork. And so if I can skip out on a couple of years at college, that would help me in the long run.
Yeah, something that's different from me, and I'm assuming you guys actually have the same thing, is I pay a lot of attention to the long run, to the future.
Yeah. I've kind of known what I've wanted to do with my life since I was in about like 6th grade. Like in 5th grade, I started getting an idea of what I really liked and what I really wanted to do, which was like graphic design work. And then in 6th grade, I was like, okay, I've heard about this design academy college. I know I want to go there. I've got my plan. I'm going to graduate with my associate's degree. I'm going to get out. I'm going to do everything that I want to do in life and be amazing.
You heard it here first, folks. Mackenzie wore business suits in 6th grade.
Actually, there is a yearbook photo of me in 5th grade in like a business suit top. So, no. So earlier, I was looking at some old photos with one of my friends, and we were like going through her old camera roll, and she had a photo of me like in this little business suit, little 5th grade Mackenzie, just like in a little business suit, like.
So you guys know me. I don't own nice looking clothes. I wear whatever's comfortable. I was the same way in 6th grade during the yearbook photos.
Oh,
kind of. Because my parents said, we're going to go to the store and buy you a nice looking shirt. So we went to the store and just bought me basically one of the normal button ups and then some, I believe, khakis, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you wore khakis.
You would wear khakis.
But the shirt was a dark/lightish green. So when they took my picture, my shirt blended in with the green screen, so I was a floating head in the yearbook. I'm not even joking about that. Yeah, I was a floating head in the yearbook.
Oh my god. I want to buy one of those.
So one of my friends back from my home school, he wore like this collared shirt for the yearbook photos. For one of his photos, he flipped the collar up. So, he has 2 photos in the yearbook. One of him with his collar flipped up, and one of him with his collar down.
So it's basically Daniel and the cooler Daniel meme.
Yeah, so the kid's name is Aiden, and Aiden has 2 photos in the yearbook, right next to each other, but it said Aiden, and it had his collar flipped up and his collar flipped down, and it was hilarious.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else?
We can always just segue into our favorite subjects.
I was gonna say either that or like,
I am super into government, which is, I know, surprising for both of you because of my immature nature, but I am very much into government and civics. Government is really fun. Like, it's really hard to understand if you don't pay attention, but
Yeah.
I mean, in 8th grade, I was hooked on it. Like, I could not put down the Constitution when I was reading it, which sounds so dorky.
It does.
But I was reading the Constitution because I really wanted to understand the law. I love understanding how America works and how countries are supposed to work. It's just something so fascinating about it. Like, lawyers have to study and remember this stuff.
Fun fact about me, my fallback plan was a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was graphic design or lawyer.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
My backup plan was a lawyer as well.
My backup plan was being homeless and begging for money in the streets.
I'm not surprised by that, to be honest. But no, like, actually, like, I used to be, and I still am, I'm big on arguing, and that's, like, a kind of stereotype.
About to say,
Yeah,
I have
really
been
was.
told my whole life that I should be a lawyer because I can make my point in any argument.
Yeah, pretty much same here.
Yeah, we're a bunch of people who argue.
Oh, yeah.
We're still friends.
It's fun when we argue with each other because those are some really interesting arguments.
They are, except when, like, one of us, like, one out of the three of us gets really, really heated.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's really happened yet.
Okay, I only get heated about topics that need to be heated.
Yeah,
And which
but
we will
let's
not talk about at
Yeah.
all on this podcast. We don't go into that.
No.
Quit getting so close to the mic, nerd.
Just trying to put emphasis on
Dude.
it.
What about you, Mackenzie? Favorite subject? Go.
My favorite subject would have to be. Are we doing like traditional subjects, or are we including
Yeah,
like?
math, reading, science, history, whatever.
Okay.
And if you have a specific one, like out of science, like biology, chemistry, what?
No, my favorite subject would probably have to be English, which I know sounds kind of boring, but I love writing. I've never had any like good English teachers except for my 8th grade year and this year. So like my 8th grade year, my writing really improved because my 8th grade teacher really helped me with that. Freshman year, my English teacher sucked. She was terrible. And so, like, you could see a decrease in, like, my writing skills because just, like, I wasn't ever inspired by her class ever. So hopefully this year I'll be able to pick back some of the writing skills that I lost freshman year.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm a big fan of writing, too. Writing would probably be my favorite subject, but if we're pairing writing with English, then I'd have to say math.
Wait. Did you say if we're pairing writing with English, then you have to say math?
Yes.
That sounds a little bit weird.
No, but because...
No, because he just doesn't like English.
I don't like English, but I like writing. I love writing stories. I like researching things and then writing papers about them. I love writing essays. And that sounds really weird and nerdy or whatever, but I love writing things like that. And I love, like, the free will that comes with writing. But English itself is just such a boring subject, and I can't stand it. And after writing, I would just have to say math. I love doing math. And what are you doing, Mackenzie?
Robert and I are doing the Macarena.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know how the Macarena goes. So.
Ooh.
I can see you in the reflection trying to do it, and you look absolutely.
Oh, I'm not trying to get it good. I'm just moving.
Oh my God, Luke, stop cussing so much. Jeez.
Sorry, that's a you bad.
Alright, so do we want to move on to colleges now?
We're gonna move on to colleges.
Alright, let's start off with Luke. I feel like Luke hasn't started a question yet.
No,
Luke,
I have not.
college plans.
College plans, I have 2 top choices, and then I have my backup. My 2 top choices are Bournemouth. Is Bournemouth in the UK. My aunt and uncle live there, so I can just live with them over the summer once I get out of college, and I won't have to pay the out of whatever fee, like the out of country fee or whatever it's called. And then my other one is the California Institute of Design, and my backup is going to be SCAD.
Very nice.
Nice. Mackenzie, you go next.
So mine is kind of similar. My first choice is SCAD, but unfortunately SCAD costs a lot. I planned it out, and for me to go to SCAD for all 5 years, it would cost $250,000.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So SCAD is obviously my top pick. I'm gonna apply, see if I get some scholarships.
What is it? It's like, hold on, it's like $42K a year, right?
Yeah, but then you have to add on the room and
then you
board
have
as
to add
well,
on the
and
dorm
meal
rooms
plan.
and textbooks.
Yeah. So it would, and it's a 5-year program instead of a 4-year, so it would work out to like around $250,000, probably a little bit more actually.
About $50K a year, 50K times 5, obviously.
Yeah.
So much money.
My second choice is CalArts. So.
Which is California Institute of Design, same.
Yeah.
And then.
See, I love Kentucky. It's great. But honestly, there are not very many good art schools in Kentucky besides, like, Gap. But,
Isn't the Modern pretty good? We learned about that the other day.
The Modern seems pretty good. I'm just not quite sure if, like... So, the Modern is a little bit, like, less directed because it doesn't really have majors. And I really, like... I want to be able to major in specific things that I like.
Right.
So, like, SCAD has over 40 majors. So, that would be really nice because I kind of want a double major, triple minor. So... Yeah.
Know what I want. I don't know what I want to do when it comes to majors and minors and all that. All I know is that I want to go to a good school, and I want to get a good education, and I want to get a good job at doing what I love, which is animation. And if that requires me to get 4 minors and 2 majors, whatever, 3 minors, I don't know how that works.
I really want a double major, triple minor because there is so many majors and minors at SCAD that, like, so many of them interest me. I want to be able to learn about all of them and get the degrees for all of them.
Interesting.
Yeah. What about you, Robert? Colleges.
Alright, so I guess it's my turn now. You see, I haven't really looked at many colleges because I'm not sure I'd be fit for any of them. I don't know. Really am planning on going to whatever will give me the best experience and knowledge I need to be, to go into
I know, like, a really great college, it's, like, kind of, like, more local is Gap. They're not, like, super local, but it's Gap. It's,
Sorry, what'd you say?
Gap. D-A-A-P.
Yeah.
No, Gap. Not dab, Robert.
For
Robert
all
is
of you
dabbing
listeners,
in the sound.
I am dabbing so hard right now.
Yeah, I can see that in the reflection. You're such a cream. But
Robert's just a little bit cringy today. I think someone gave him sugar.
But I might be a little biased because I'm from Texas. I lived in Texas for 14 years of my life, and almost half of my entire family went to Texas Tech. But Texas Tech has a pretty good program for that, or at least I hear. For directing and acting as well.
Very nice.
I mean, I got tons of Texas Tech merch at home if you would like to start sporting it now.
No, thank you.
I'm so good. Anyways, let us move on to our next topic. What should it be? We don't have anything pre-planned for this episode 0.
We need to bring in bullet points next time.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we talked about my favorite, like, what I like to do. Robert, what do you like to do?
What do you mean, what do I like to do?
So we started off with, like, me talking about Pybotics and what I like to do. What do you like to do?
Like hobbies?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't have many hobbies. I just go to the gym and play video games.
What's right there?
Stereotypical?
I have a solid mix of lazy and not lazy.
I have a solid mix of lazy and lazy.
Nice.
Let's talk about how you do drama.
Oh, right, yeah.
The reason you canceled Media Club the past 2 weeks.
Okay. Calm your titties, sir. I am in the Simon Kitten Drama Club, which is run by the seniors, and they have dictated that every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I would have to go to SK to do that, which kind of hits in the way, of my podcast schedule. But
yeah.
And basically, if you're interested in joining Drama Club, there's plenty of room. A lot of people have already quit because they don't like it, but that's because that they're boring. And I just need the experience. And
question: I don't go to SK. I mean, I don't go to SK, right?
Yeah, SK.
I don't go to SK. Can I still join the SK Drama?
No.
Just a hard no.
No, you cannot join the Simon Kitten Drama Club if you do not go to Simon Kitten, or if it is not your home school.
But you don't go to Simon Kitten.
It is my home school, though.
Yeah.
And according to the rules, I can do whatever they do, just like their classes.
Or can you?
Yeah. So, gym. What's that? I didn't peg you as a gym person.
You didn't take it as a what?
Gym person. No.
But, yeah, I've just recently started taking up going to the gym because, we had that Mr. Marty thing.
Yeah.
And that kind of got me into it, and so I've been building up a lot of muscle mass recently, and I've been losing a lot of weight. So I've been, I've been going. I'm working out. I've been, running miles every day.
Ooh, what's your mile time?
Almost every day. My mile time?
Yeah.
Okay, I can walk a mile. I'm a speed walker. Like,
Oh, Lord.
God.
I walk
My
fast
grandma.
with long lunges, right? Because I'm used
Okay.
to big hallways. So I can walk a mile in about 30 minutes, and I can sprint a mile in about 20, 25 miles. Like minutes.
You can
Oh.
sprint a mile in 20, 25 minutes.
Without breaks.
I can sprint a mile
In,
with
like-
breaks in 10 minutes.
Same. I can sprint a mile.
Sometimes
in
8 if
7,
it's a good day.
When I say sprint, I really mean casually jog.
Dude, you gotta like full force like a Naruto run it, man.
Okay,
you know
what?
my
Next time
legs-
I'll do that, and I'll give you the results.
My legs legitimately make up half of my height, more than half of my height, and I'm
Luke
like,
is really tall, by the way.
I'm almost 6'2".
Yeah, me and Luke are the tallest in the podcast. Probably will always be. And
Short, you're. I think you're about average height for a woman, and then like maybe a little bit above that.
Dang.
Just me and Robert are just much higher than average.
yeah. So
You guys are higher than average?
Yeah, higher.
Yeah. What?
No,
I'm just kidding.
you dumb.
It's called I can edit it to make it say you high.
Okay, I'm high. I'm high. Okay, whatever.
All right. Well, you heard it here, folks. Luke is officially high on the podcast.
You heard it here first. Back on the WoW podcast, Luke is high at school.
Oh my God, we need theme music.
My hobbies now. No, I'm just kidding. I don't matter. So continue.
True. Anyways, that's a nice segue into something more practical, something that everyone likes to talk about, something that everyone hears about every day, things you do. How about we talk about some of our fashion choices?
Oh, I have the best fashion.
Last, because best for last, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
And worst is first, so I'll go.
Actually, you went first last time, and I'm doing a little rotation thing here.
Okay,
So-
go ahead, Robert.
See, everyone has their fashion sense, right?
No,
My brother doesn't.
I don't either.
I have a very nice fashion sense, but I just do not have the money to get the clothes in order to express them. See, if I had the choice to, I would come into school looking fresh as heck every freaking day.
I look like I'm fresh off the runway.
I go crazy the subway.
One
But
day.
yeah, I would wear a different pair of Converse every day, high tops, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
So
Okay.
I don't have any Converse or Vans, and I really want some.
Converse are better because they have the rubber tips.
I only own one pair of shoes I wear every day.
See,
I am a discount shoeaholic. I'll talk about that in my section.
See, I usually buy a pair of shoes, wear them for years, and then go on. But that was when I was little, and now my feet are growing so much, I go through a pair of shoes in about half a year.
Dang.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of pairs of shoes that I can't wear, and then I have some shoes that I can still wear, but they're so messed up that I use them only for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite colors are quite well, I mean, not obviously for the audio listeners, but I have red and black pants and red and black
He
shirt.
only has red and black clothes.
I
A
have
little bit of gray in there.
Yeah, a little bit of gray, red and black clothing. That's about it. Legitimately, but basically my entire wardrobe is red and black. I support a lot of Texas Tech stuff because that's where my family went. And
Boo, Texas Tech.
Texas like what? You said like Textickets or something. I don't know.
Boo, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yes, there you go.
Can you
Texas
not
Tech.
say that?
Boo, Texas Tech.
Yeah, man. Boo. Boo to that stuff, right?
Yeah, Texas Tech is a good college actually. They actually do get a lot of hate for their sports teams, but you saw they did something in football this year. I don't know. I'm not a fan of sports.
I don't think any of us are.
Yeah, not a huge fan of sports, but Texas Tech, I support it because my family went there. My mom, my dad's dad, my dad's mom, their parents, and
Family tradition, huh?
yeah, pretty much. And it's like my fourth or fifth choice when it comes to my colleges, but like I only prioritize it because one, my friend's going there, My best friend, one I've had since first grade, is going there, and then there's all of my family kind of tradition.
Also, guys, I just realized
What?
the camera up there, they can see the two of you in the other room.
Okay.
You were dabbing all over the camera, and those kids in the other room were probably just laughing at you.
Nice. Hello. Wait, where's the camera? I don't want to make.
Robert, it's in the corner over
It's
there,
in
and
the
they're not
back
in that
corner.
room anymore.
Oh, wait,
Are you sure they can see us in there now?
I don't know.
I highly doubt it, because it was linked up to the TV.
I know, it was
There's
linked
no
to
camera
both
in
the
here,
other
it's in
day.
there?
Yes.
In the corner?
But that's the back left corner. That's not me.
Yeah, it won't be
It
able to
shows
see
you.
Robert. It won't be able to see Robert.
Yeah, they can't see me.
It might be able to see me, but just the way it's angled, they won't be able to see Robert.
Okay. Alrighty. But,
Let's see.
so let's go to my fashion sense.
Oh, boy.
I am very, very fashionable.
Of course you
I
are.
follow New York Fashion Week. I follow Paris Fashion Week. I follow Burberry, Chanel, all of the brands. But I'm also extremely cheap. And so, like, I do discount fashion, especially with shoes. I love shoes. But shoes are so expensive, especially if they're, like, a cute pair of shoes. So, like, I always have to find, like, some good discount shoes.
I have a question. What is considered a cute pair of shoes?
So, like, I have a pair of black heels, the black wedge heels with laces. I have a pair of, like, brown wedge heels I have some sparkly silver heels. I have some flower heels. Those are really cute. One of my favorite shoe brands is Betsy Johnson because she makes a bunch of, like, different styles of heels. I have some just, like, sneakers. Those are boring. Yeah, I'm a little bit shoe obsessed. I have, like, 17,000 pairs of heels.
So basically, a cute pair of shoes is heels.
No, there are some heels that are, like, really ugly. Don't even get me started.
Oh lord. I think you could give us an example of a really ugly pair of shoes. Describe them.
Sandal heels.
No, so, like, there are these heels that, like, look like they have, like, fingers on them. They're really ugly.
What? Well, anything that looks like they have fingers on them is gonna look ugly.
Oh, you mean like those toe shoes where, like, you can put your toes in them?
Yeah!
And, like, it looks like a foot?
Yeah!
Oh, God, I hate those.
They're so weird!
I love how I'm just excluded. I don't know. Okay.
That's what they're called. Like, the toe socks.
Yeah,
They have,
toe
like,
socks.
toe heels,
Ugh,
and they're
that's
so weird.
Gross. So weird.
I don't know. I literally wear whatever's comfortable and it's red.
Oh, see, I don't ever go for comfort. If you're going for comfort, you're never gonna find anything cute.
I like to
don't
look
really-
good, but I also like to.
Actually, hold up. Debatable. Actually, comfort can be cute. In a way.
Of course you can.
Like, oversized sweatshirts are cute, and they're comfortable. But, like,
Yes.
the outfit I'm wearing today is comfortable, but it's not cute.
I think
Can
you
be.
look just fine.
No. It's
I mean,
ugly.
maybe without the advertising on it, then
Cute hoodies and shirts are
Yeah.
coming in very soon.
Ignite
Some people have already
that.
got theirs. But
Oh,
they're
guys,
coming very
so
soon.
normally I wear, like, an extra small hoodie. I got a large hoodie for the Ignite hoodie, so, like, it's gonna be huge on me so I can, like, wear it as a dress.
Okay then, that's
you
good
cut
for
off
you.
the sleeves.
No, I'm copying Ariana Grande.
Of course you are.
Of course I
You
am.
know her last name isn't Grande?
Oh, really?
Yes.
I need to check something.
What
That's
is it?
not the proper pronunciation of her last
Then
name.
what's the proper pronunciation, Robert?
Here, I will look it up because I have unfortunately forgot.
Oh, you forgot.
I'm pretty sure it's Grande.
No, it's Grande.
Oh God, no, it's not.
Ariana Grande.
Let me see here. You know what? I'll prove you wrong live here on the podcast.
We're not live.
Ariana
I will
Grande.
edit you out.
No.
Like a grande from Starbucks, like Ariana Grande.
Yeah, and Grande is a medium.
Grande is large.
Actually, Grande is medium, Venti is large, tall is
I
small.
thought Venti was small.
No, Venti, it's Italian.
I thought Venti was medium.
No, it's Italian. Venti is large, Grande
Venti
is medium,
20
tall
in
is
Spanish
small.
and it is 20 ounces. I know that.
Italian
That
is a
is
great
the-
language, second to the best
Yeah,
language of
Grande.
French.
It's Grande.
It's Grande.
It's Grande.
Grande.
Yes.
Fine, and play it through Google Translate. Put her name in Google Translate and play it.
No,
Google Translate doesn't pronounce things right.
True, actually.
Here we go. Here's a little video. I'm gonna skip to the part. Oh no, it will not.
Yes,
anyway,
it will.
We
Watch
need
me.
one more topic to talk about for a lengthy bit.
Well, I mean, we only have like another extracurricular activities. What do y'all do after school other than hybotics and drama?
That's you. This is your turn.
Oh. I do, okay, let's see. What is something I can say on the podcast? I do tennis. I play tennis. I mean,
Really? I wouldn't take you for the sports type.
yeah, people say, I mean, I'm not the sports type. Just tennis is more fun because it requires way more coordination and thinking rather than, well, I mean, I'm not saying like other sports don't. I'm just saying like it's on the spot thinking. You have to go, and once again, not saying other sports don't. It's just, it's more fun to me than playing basketball where you have to rely on your teammates. Like I can rely on myself and myself only. And I guess that's like one of the good things. It's also like if you're playing doubles, that's fun too. If you have a good teammate, because you can say, "Hey, I got front, you get back," or "I'll get right, you get left." It's
I got your back.
and I got your front.
Mackenzie, edit that out.
Never.
Go ahead, leave it in. There you go.
That's staying in.
Please tell me that was not your thigh that you slapped, Luke.
No, I just slapped.
He slapped his thigh.
I did this. I did down.
I saw him. He slapped his thigh.
I
He's
did
lying.
this.
He's the liar.
Whatever.
Luke's a liar.
Shut up. No one's gonna get that meme. Let's see. What about jobs? Y'all got jobs?
Not yet.
My
Anyways,
mother won't
let's
let me
move
get a
on,
job.
To special talents, since we only have 10 minutes left. It should be fun.
Special talent.
Anything.
I don't have any.
Anything funny or anything cool that you can do that not a lot of people can do.
I can put my legs behind my head.
Okay, well, we can't see that.
Oh, I can do that too.
I mean, I can maybe. No, I can't do that. Ow, my leg. Oh, God. Oh, I can
Guys, Robert just like ripped his
Mackenzie.
leg. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Nice bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just put your leg behind your head, Luke?
Yes, I did.
He did.
Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, our setup is to where me and Luke are in separate rooms, and Mackenzie is in the editing booth right now. So
Yeah.
I
just
can only
realized.
see Luke through the reflection of the mirror. So I don't know exactly.
It's glass. Not a mirror.
It's glass,
But I
not a
just realized
mirror.
something.
Whatever.
Guys, I just realized something. We need an Instagram for Wheel of Whatever.
I can get right on that.
Excuse me, I will get right on that. I'm handling 5 Instagram accounts right now. I want to make it 6.
I'm handling
No.
3. I can make
I'm
4.
handling 0 because screw social media.
Okay, look, you're just weird because you don't like people. Anyways, special talents. I can do some pretty cool impressions. They're quite decent, if I did not say so myself. I'm pretty sure.
I can do like prompts and I can do it better. Hey, boys at the Two Scout.
Wait, what is the thing he says?
Two Scout. Two Scout. Two Scout boys. That's what we gotta do. Oh, boys at the Two Scout. Boys.
Yeah, you know,
We're down.
the Yo Mama guy.
Yo Mama!
Oh my gosh.
Yo Mama so fat! You say the Yo Mama guy, but his name is Brock Baker.
His name is, I know his name is Brock, but that, I know his name is, I know who his voice actor is, but they sound very similar.
No, actually, the Yo Mama guy is Brock, isn't it?
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, the Yo Mama guy is Brock Baker.
No.
I mean, cut the silence out.
I can do a Kermit the Frog impression.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty good.
I mean, if it counts as a talent, I'm very charming and I can convince people to do things quite easily.
That's called being evil.
Hey, Mackenzie, can you turn up your mic a little bit?
Is that louder?
See what I did there? I can
Cast
usually
and
turn your
crew
mic up.
of the Yo Mama. Cast and crew of the Yo Mama series is Brock Baker, and Brody Fox.
Brody Fox is Brock Baker.
Well, yeah, he voices
God,
Brody.
what's the guy's name that voices Joe Swanson? Oh my God, Banner, my legs don't work. Banner! Oh!
Don't do that.
Cripple.
Giggity, 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 goo!
What is going on?
Quagmire, man. I don't know. We're just filling up time now. This is probably the podcast right here. So
Yep, we'll come with another idea. Actually,
we'll have a bulleted list of things we need to talk about and how long we need to talk about the next time. But
Yep.
for now, this is Wow Wheel of Whatever. I am
This is
Robert Long.
Wheel
your
of Whatever
host.
podcast. And
Shut up, Luke. I'm doing the outro.
No,
this is
you
the
do
Wheel
the
of Whatever
intro, I can do
podcast.
the
I am
outro.
your host, Robert Long. This is my partner, Luke Finley, and our lovely editor / guest today, Mackenzie Cook. Thank you everybody for listening, and have a wonderful day.
Actually, I'm gonna do the outro because you did the intro. So, this has been the Wheel of Whatever podcast, aka the WoW podcast, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
What do you think I
Y'all
do
are
before the
high.
Mackenzie over
Don't
here.
say that or you'll.
I am not short, so I'm gonna edit that part out.
Mackenzie is so intensely short that we have to look down. at
Gone. I am not that short.
I mean,
I'm
You're
not.
not